I'm telling you, performance is even as a producer, right? You still gotta. If you watch Swiss beats in the studio, Swiss is gonna sell you this record, bro. Yeah. Do you master your beats before uploading to BeatStars? Well, one, I don't think any of us have BeatStars.
Don't never master anything that you're uploading online.
Well, mastering again is one of those things people mess up all the time of what mastering is. Yeah. I mix my stuff. I mean, I put we fake master, but that's not master.
You don't want to do a final master, especially beats. It does.
Yeah, because somebody's just gonna record over top of it.
Yeah, and then you have to get the whole thing redone.
And then if that person wants to steal your song, they have a perfectly mastered song to create.
Well, no, I try to mix my joint too. If somebody put it out, I would be happy with it. Because I've got my records snatched and they've been on the radio, and it's a terrible mix, and it makes
people don't care though.
And that makes me more sick than anything.
Right. I said that.
Was you around? Was you at Heat Studios during the Lil Wayne joint that I did? The first Lil Wayne song I did. Yeah. That mix came straight off my MPC 2000, cuz, and that's the mix that came out.
But you know what? That's kind of like what it was back in the day.
Well,
like with Wayne and especially a lot of these new rappers, the engineer gets paid. The engineers are actually getting paid good these days because these motherfuckers are so fidgety and they can't sit still. There is no mix. It's a pre-mix. Dude. Get these vocals done, same tracks. Export, save, let's go to the next one. Because they're not sitting.
Right.
Nigga, they will fucking pass out on you if you try to get them to equal out the bass on
anything. They done. They'll pass out.
Famous Dex fell asleep on Instagram
live, bro. Wasn't he standing up?
Bro, he's sitting there and fell asleep, bro.
So I'm like, yo, the drugs that go on in these sessions, like you got to keep it moving. So literally, it's like multiple screens open. Okay, let's go to the next song, next beat up, because you got to get them done.
Yeah, but you can get away without having shit mastered or mixed or any of that. But to answer your question, no, I wouldn't master my stuff before uploading it to BeatStars, but I would get it professionally mixed. Yeah. If you're not a professional engineer, I would get it professionally mixed. I have a good place I can recommend for you. SoundOracle.net. We have a mixing service. Young Realistic is our engineer.
I think people get like Ozone is a mastering plugin, but mastering is like making if you got an album, you make all of the songs kind of flow together. That's mastering. Well, to me, that's what I think of mastering.
Mastering actually,
technically, that
encompasses making multiple songs sound
exactly
together.
Yeah. That's when I think of mastering. Like
so
Phil Tan and
one thing mastered.
Yeah, that's why masters was always recorded into DATs because they all had to be recorded at this EQ, at this compressor, at the same level. Every single thing has to go into this.
So it all match.
Yes. So it all match.
It's like if you have, in case anyone doesn't know, let's say you have 4 pictures and you want to upload them all to Instagram, but you want them to look like they all came from the same place. You make a collage and then you put the same filter on all 4 pictures and they look like they go together. That's kind of like mastering to me.
Yeah.
You gonna shave a little stuff.
Yeah, because this one you might took on your phone. This one you might took on a DSLR. This one might be black and white. And you put a filter on them to make them all look.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie. I do that with outboard gear, like the damn, I took it down. The keyboard over there.
Oh yeah.
The microcord. I run a lot of shit through that just because it'll all have. It's like a filter.
It adds that sauce to it.
Yeah, it like so all sound like it came from the same place.
I think performance. If you're an artist, you got to perform in something. You got to.
You can I put it like this. If you have a record label there, if you can't perform, it's a waste of time. But if you can really perform, he's going to see that. And that's what's going to be the thing that gets you in. Not what your music sound like, none of that. You actually infected him with your performance for that short time, because that's a very hard thing to do.
I ain't gonna lie. The use of the word infected right there was very on point.
That's what it is. Because when you get the chills, it's like, what the fuck is going on with me?
Yeah.
I don't even like her.
Stop doing this to me. What is this feel?
Get inside my body. Help me, Jesus. Help me, Tom Cruise.
Making me feel good in my body parts.
Get your voice out of my body.
That's what this shit felt like. So I was like, you know what? Fuck that. R&B is alive. They just not performing. Well, I mean, they just singing.
But certain shit is instinctual, man. When some shit just hits you at that primitive. That shit hit you at that primitive, instinctual level, and you start to feel that shit, bro, your toes start.
You have to know how.
That's real shit to me, though.
And sing a song in motion to to hit you like that. Like
Right.
every walk is like on key with a note and held longer with your stride. Like,
Right.
that's like different. And if you know how to do that, to me, you're gonna be successful. It just takes that right show. You gotta catch that right show.
I'm telling you, performance is even as a producer, right? You still gotta. If you watch Swiss Beats in the studio, Swiss is gonna sell you this record, bro.
Yeah.
Before he even press play, he gonna be like, "Yo, this is the hottest record right here. Yo, you stupid if you don't need this." He gonna play it. He gonna give you a little bit.
Swiss time.
Yeah, and then he gonna run it back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He gonna drop it again.
He gonna start it on the MP, hitting the start button.
He gonna make you feel stupid. If you don't like it, he gonna make you feel stupid for not liking it. That's
you're right.
performance, bro.
Polow was like that too.
You're right.
Polow was the
You know
best.
what? You know what? Polow, Tim, and Swiss.
Well, Tim.
Tim had his little.
Well, Tim would play you shit. He would just do his Tim bounce.
the little bounce thing.
Yeah.
You bought into the back.
Exactly.
Polow used to be like. Polow would stop this shit. Man, I don't think you getting this. I don't know.
Bro, I'm big real yo. Polow used to scare people to buy beats.
He's a persuasive guy. But so what was you about to say? Yeah?
I've been in the studio and Polo's called someone. He's like, it's like you jump out of a plane without a parachute, but I'm gonna save you. And I'm just like, yo, the amount of like confidence you gotta have to say some shit like that. But he did. He gave him a
Yo, Polow
he was sold, bro.
Amazing.
Bro, his voice. It's his voice though.
How do you get out of the rut of not finishing your ideas every time I open my DAW? Usually, I'm in the habit of starting something totally new because the previous vibe is gone.
Just skip it.
No, because then he would skip everything.
Yeah.
Bro, you have like a million skipping
do.
stuff that's not finished.
I do.
But any day, if you get bored, you can go back and finish all of it.
That's true, but I'm also not the guy that eats off of placements. I get placements by default. Off of stuff that I may have actually stuff I get placements off of is not even stuff that I finished.
Yeah,
But most producers that watch this show, like, they want to produce the whole beat and have that beat, whatever. I would say set up days where that's what you do.
Mm-hmm.
You finish the one or two hottest joints that you think you got. You might want to start. Of course, you want to start something new because that's your natural inclination. But on those days, you can't do that. The only thing you could do is
Just
finish what you got, or you don't do shit at all. And then the next day you come back, you have to.
Yeah.
You gotta complete that mission before you start something new. That's the only way you're gonna finish it. And this comes from my man. No, I got thousands, and that's not a joke. Thousands of unfinished beats.
You usually stop at ideas.
Mm-hmm.
I'll stop at chopping samples because I just get lost. So
Yeah.
it happens. You kind of got to get on a schedule because if not, if I go back and even if I just listen to a sample, I gotta click the next one and see what that one is. And oh, I never heard that.
Yeah.
And then I'm going back to the same thing I was doing yesterday and forgetting about everything I want to complete. So
It's the same thing. That's really a good tip. Instagram, if you didn't catch that, the rest of YouTube, if you didn't catch that, he's saying your unfinished beats before you close out the session, just make an MP3 bounce of it, and you can listen to that and be like, do I want to finish this or not? Versus you having a whole bunch of unfinished beats in your DAW and you got to load up each session individually. That takes mad time. So you probably only listen to 2 or 3 before you make a decision. Whereas if you got the MP3s of the 10 that you did, you
be like, oh, this the best one.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Who said that?
That was young Nada.
Shout out to you.